You're right that most cold storage wallets like Ledger and Trezor do rely on some degree of centralization in terms of their infrastructure and their customer support, particularly when it comes to features like backup and recovery. We'll talk about those. However, they are designed to ensure that your private keys remain secure and out of reach of hackers and even the wallet providers themselves. And remember, we can't say this enough. Your wallet and the companies that provide the infrastructure don't store your crypto. Your crypto doesn't physically exist. The record of ownership exists on the blockchain, that ledger maintained by network users' machines, which are subordinate to the software of a particular protocol, like Bitcoin. Let's break this down using Ledger as an example, and then we can compare it to some other cold storage solutions, okay? With a hardware wallet like Ledger, the private keys are generated and stored on the device itself. They never leave the hardware. This is to ensure that you, the user, remain in full control of your assets. When you set up the device, they give you a recovery phrase, that 12 or 24 words. This is a phrase that's human readable, and it represents your private key. It can be used to recover your wallet if your device is lost or damaged. Ledger, the company, does not have access to this phrase or your private keys, but they often offer backup services, which again, we'll get into in a minute. Now, when the device interacts with the Ledger Live app or the blockchain, all transactions and communications are encrypted. This makes sure that even if somebody intercepts them, they can't extract sensitive data like your private key. And even though Ledger maintains the Ledger Live app and some back-end services, they don't have access to your keys or any ability to control your funds. The security, it relies on the fact that private keys are only on your hardware device. They're never transmitted elsewhere. That's the whole thing. This is why you must never use your recovery phrase or your private key to restore your wallet on a platform like MetaMask or Trust, which is hot, meaning connected to the internet, because that breaks the security mechanism. It exposes your key. Now, the recovery phrase is generated by the wallet at setup, and it's given only to you. This is why it's your responsibility to keep your keys safe, because anybody with access can recover your wallet. They can gain control of your funds. I think most people understand that, but what seems to be missed is that Ledger doesn't store or back up this recovery phrase. They simply provide the hardware device, and all the control remains with you. If your hardware is destroyed, if it's lost, you need to use your recovery phrase to regain access to your crypto on another Ledger device or any compatible wallet. Now, Ledger does hold distributed, encrypted backups that, if you opt into them, can be used to recover your private key, but these are encrypted to Ledger. Nobody who hacks into their database is going to be able to piece these things together inside